Yeah, welcome to my 16th lecture. It's 16th lecture in the 16th chapter of MySQL. So here we'll try to see joins. Let's see how big is this. So this should be good. Join 3 chapter. Okay, so joins have we have little bit have this handout, right? Remember in the I actually put in the first class handout. On this, you can go through this introduction actually, but in this class I have put some handout for our joins. Yes, where it is. SQL joins. So it's the same thing. Here what we are discussing, the same thing actually. So here so that was the join, actually they showed it before, but it's supposed to go sequentially, but yeah. So here you have various types of join. Okay, so this is the inner join. So this is actually Venn diagram. This is the Venn diagram. This is the table A and this is the table B. And when you do a join, you normally don't. You can put inner join table B, but if there is an option, but normally the way you write the SQL up, will show you what you are trying to do. So this thing actually doesn't require inner join, left join. Don't have to say that, but the way you write the SQL will depend. So there are many ways to write the SQL actually. It's just one representation. So you have inner join in left outer join, left outer join with null. Okay, this is what so the blue color, right? Those are the records. So those shows the records, and this is full outer join, which shows all the records. This is kind of union all, similar to union all actually. And this is full outer join with null, and this is right outer join. Okay, and this is right join. So we discussed about this. It shows the records in the let's say if it is you have table A, this is left table and the right table, and you get all the records from the left. Blue color are the records which you actually get. So here you get only the matching records in A and B. Okay, those with the matching which are not matching, then those records don't show up. So okay, so that was just a little introduction on joins. So we will try to get some joins here. So let's try this table. Go to our database, Udemy underscore test. We have created a lot of database. Sorry, tables. We cannot create databases. Okay, sorry. This is a wrong copy. We just copy this. So here let's try to execute this SQL. Okay, drop table if exist owner. So okay, now the actually yeah, okay, we'll put this semicolon there. Okay, So here what it's saying here is drop table if exists. That means if there is a table called owner, there is no table called owner. So I could skip this query actually. I don't want this query because it drops the table if it's already exist. But here it doesn't exist. We know here there's nothing called owner. But we'll try it of course to understand. Now what you're trying to do here is owners, create table owners, okay, and owner ID is actually your primary key. That's why you're actually telling us not now. This is a column. What you're trying to create is column integer 11. Then owner is variable character, that is default null, so you can put null here. Primary key owner ID, told you, no, that's a primary key. See, not null, unique and not null is actually the primary key. Engine, increments. Okay, so this is we'll find out what's this once we try to see if this query works. I hope this works. Let's go. Oh, okay, yeah, this is just pop up to tell you that you're trying to drop the table. Alright, so yeah, great. This owner table got created and you have two columns, owner ID with primary key, okay. Ta-da. But the problem is you can see here the structure, okay, so this is the structure and the relationship view. So okay, thing is really so bad. When I don't want this shows up. When I want it doesn't show up. Okay, go to the other. Okay, so we'll go back here. Here, see here, you the columns got created. Good. Now we don't have any data here. We want to insert data. Okay, so we'll just put this. I'm going to save this in this. So that you can practice for yourself. Here, go to here MySQL 16th, and we'll just put as owner dot SQL. Okay, and we want to insert data into this. Okay, we want to see the data. Okay, so see, a semicolon is required here. The reason because you are using too many queries in words, so semicolon is important. I think we're supposed to use this. Okay. Insert into values 1, ben. That's very interesting. So you are actually owner ID is not giving. You are just trying to telling to insert these values, 1 as Ben, 2 as Jim. So let's try to see this if this query works. Okay, so this query got inserted. This, this. Okay, so let's see what's happening here. Select star from owner. Let's see what you got. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 6, 9. So we've inserted some records here. Okay, so we have inserted some records, and let's see what's the next tutorial says. Okay, great. Let's create another table. Okay, so this is for joins. So see, this is not join. This is you're trying to create table actually. The reason you are trying to do here is to, oh my god, okay, here the same similar thing, you have created owner table, right? Now you are creating one more table called tools. Create table tools. The tool ID is integer, this primary key. See, whenever you see this ID underscore ID or something like that, that means it's a primary key. Now you also have composite primary key. That means there we will not discuss that. That goes more into detail onto composite key primary key. I don't even think they have this also here, but we don't want to discuss that. That thing is becomes complex when you're trying to do testing your testing. So okay, now let's run this. Let's go ahead and we're going to drop. Of course the table doesn't exist, so we don't care about that. Okay, so we've created a table called tools. Of course here you can see here, and there are columns: owner ID, tool ID. Tool ID is very interesting. So here primary key is tool ID. There is owner ID. Now this will be a foreign key for it, but we have not assigned any foreign key as of such. So we will just hold on with that. Right? So we'll just see what is happening here. We want to find out what's going on. So now we'll insert data. This data, see here we are inserting manually, but in the real time, in the corporate environment, the data is inserted by the web applications. So whenever you use web applications, right, the data is inserted automatically. But here we are for testing, we are for knowledge, we are inserting our data here ourselves. So go ahead and click on it. We have inserted a lot of data here. So how do we know? Select start from tools. Alright, so go ahead and click on this. So there's a lot of data here. That's good. We have got a lot of data. Hammer, pliers, knife, chisel. This is null. You have this null. Now this is very important. Here you have owner ID and tool ID. Guess what? This owner ID is supposed to be a foreign key, and this owner ID will be a primary key for this. So why I'm saying this foreign key? The reason because this is a primary. This will be a primary key for now. See, whenever you're saying foreign key, that means you're referring to the another table. Okay, so okay, let's see what happens next. We have done that, but okay, now what you do here is, let's try to do is select this query and just put it in joins. Let's try to understand this query. It should run. We are just directly copy and paste, so it should be good. Okay. Yes, it's good. So here let's try to understand the query, what's happening here. Okay, now we are only selecting it here. We are only trying to select, right? We have created table, fine. Guess what? If you want to see the designer, okay, no, we will just first try to understand this query actually. Okay, now here select owners dot owner. So what you are trying to do here, owners is a table name, dot is a column name. Is dot owner. Let's see here. Owner is a column name. Owners is a table name. So I'm not sure why these kind of queries are always written. I don't use such kind of queries. But you can do that. I actually, what I do is I assign aliasing, a dot owner dot b dot tool, and you just from a, but that doesn't work here. The Oracle is good. Oracle works in that. So I don't use such kind of queries actually. So but you have to get used to it. I will get used to it, no big deal. So I have no issues with it. I hope you don't have issues with that. I would use aliasing, a dot owner, okay, and b dot tool, okay, from owners comma tools. That's what I use, owners. Let's try to find out if that thing works. Okay, we'll just see. Okay, so this is good. We know what we are trying to do. We are trying to get this data from the two tables, from two different tables, that is owner and tools. Okay, now you're doing left join tools on owners dot. Okay, you're doing the left join, left outer join, and doing union all. Ah, how interesting. Now you're not only just doing join here, you're union all. Union all means all the data. You see the notes, previous notes here. Union all. This is kind of union all. You get all the data from all the records from both the tables. Okay. All right. So good. And the owner ID. This is a simple actually. Where owners is equal to owner ID is null. So that's what you got, all this. That's why you got this null. Remember, you got this null because there is no data here. There is no data for owner, and there is no data for tools here. Still you got null because here you are obviously saying that you want null too. So what you are trying to do here is you are actually assigning this foreign key and joining this and getting the records. This is union all. That means all the data from both the tables. Get all the data from both the tables. Okay. You know what? I will just write my own query here. Let's try to. I'm sorry. I will try to show you this. Oh, this relationship is very complicated. So this is good. We have created this relationship, but we don't have relationship between these tools and the owners. Okay. These are the different tables in the designer. So here you don't have access normally to do, but here we are trying to see this relationship of this tables actually. Okay. So guess what? You know what? I can write my select query on my own way. Let's try my own way. This is my way, but I don't know if this works, but we'll find out. Okay, what I'll do here is and what's happening? This is bad thing. Alright, just save this. Some bugs here, a lot of bugs. Okay. We've presented database, okay, let's see. Now what I'll do here is put A. Okay, I'll just move. I don't think this is required. And then B. Alright, fair enough. Owners is the table, and A comma B. Alright. Now, I would use where class here. Okay. Where owner ID is equal to, okay, A dot owner underscore ID is equal to B dot tools. I'm sorry, what? No, something not wrong. Yeah, that's no. Owner ID. You have both owner ID in this both table. There's a point here. Okay. You see here owner ID, so this is a primary column. So okay, so I remove this because my query is much more simple. Union all, select owner, alright, I'll use the same concept, but here I'll use like C dot owner. Okay, and so d dot tools from owners. Guess what? Guess what? I don't think this will work, but I will try it out. Okay. Owners tools and right join. See, right join should be equal to this. We don't require this. I'll use where class where b dot caller id is equal to a dot caller id. Alright, in software we use and this is becoming complicated, but we'll see here. So owners and tools is now here. Actually is not right. This is a table you need to come. Okay, so let's find out if this query works. If it works, it's good. No syntax error. Okay, so this doesn't work because oh no, wrong mistakes. C and D, C and D. Okay, this should be good. Yeah, so this thing doesn't work. What I try to do here is I try to give this as aliasing. Try to do this aliasing thing and try to do this. I normally do this, but this doesn't work here because this works better in Oracle, but here this is better. Use this query, so don't use mine. This one doesn't work in MySQL. So okay, so this query is good. Use this query, okay, for the MySQL, and you got this. Okay, so that should be good. Okay, so retrieve customers with orders, variations, or anything. Let's say let's now try to get this. Now you have where is customer? Where is the problem? See, this thing is bad because if you want to retrieve a customer, so you don't have this customer table. Actually, you have to again create this customer table. They didn't follow one example here properly. Okay, so here the customer with orders. Okay, so what you would try to do here is, now if you understood the concept of joining, so you would also probably understand this. So you what you're trying to do is you want to get this customer name from that table and order ID, okay, from the customer's table. And see, okay, you are giving this aliasing. Inner join orders as, okay, and see order by is, okay. So what you're trying to do here is you're trying to get an customer name, because since order ID is in a different table, you want to join it, right? join it and get this get this record. So you cannot use this query because we don't have this customer table. This guy is just put just like that. Okay. You cannot run these queries actually because you need this again, this table, but you can try this with this table too, with the owner. Where is it? Yeah, with the owner table we can try to get this records because we have good records here. Yes, we have records for tools. The tools have good records and it has nulls. Okay, so you can try for this tools and use this, and guess what, we will try to do this, but hold on. Yeah, we can do this one. We can join here with this owner and tools again and try to get this. Okay, we'll use this one. So here is SQL. Select C dot customer name. There is no customer name. Select C dot right from tools. Tool. Okay, C dot tool. Select constant from orders where customer ID, not customer ID, tool ID, tool underscore ID is C dot owner ID. Something is we are missing something here. Okay, C dot tool ID as order count from customers tools. Customer name will put as tools. Cool. Let's see if it works. We'll find out. Okay. Oh, sorry. Here there's a little bit problem. The query is not good. This is not a proper query, to be honest, but let's find out. I know this might run, but yeah, this ran, but the query is not correct. Maybe it is, but see, what we did is we copied the SQL actually. What is this? To get the counts, and we are trying to join this. Okay, this is what we joined it, and we get the customer from the owner table. Okay, and we are ordering it by tools order count how many are. Okay, you can also get this order count using join. Okay, so we just put this here so that we don't have customer ID, so we're using order count. We're trying to get this order count. So okay, let's go to the next one. This is going to create table for everything. Okay. So we'll create again. No, we don't want to create a table. Okay. So we'll try to see an example here. Joining examples. No, I don't think this is joining example. This is again creating a table. We have created a lot of tables, and we don't want to create any more. But here you have this small int, but you see here they are using a lot of what do you call functions here, a lot of functions here. Small int, your variable character, small int, that's fine. You remember this, we had a small int, big int, okay, so all those things. And you're setting up primary key, and engine is called DB. Okay. So this they are creating table. Okay, here we are altering the table, so you can alter the table actually. So what you're trying to alter here is, okay, you know what, where we can do this, we'll just try to create table. We use a different, so this gives an example of altering a table. How can you alter a table? Okay, so we'll save this as joining example joins SQL. Okay, so here we will creating one more table here. So I'm not explaining this table. I hope by this time you know what we are trying to do. And go ahead and click on this. We have created a new table called user. So this is not a good idea to create a table name of user. The reason, because this is actually an, you don't want to use this reserved names. Okay, so these are the reserved names actually, user, but still we just create one more. Okay, we'll create one more table. So in the whole class we are just creating tables here actually. Okay, we have created a tables, but no. Now what we are trying to do here is altering a table. Now we'll try to understand this, the altering process. Okay. Now we are trying to alter the user table, okay, and what you add constraint. Very good. So we are adding a constraint here, fk underscore course, fk underscore course. We are adding here. This is the course, and we are assigning this foreign key. This is actually we are creating a relationship basically. So your reference course ID on update cascade. Okay, we will try to run this. This did well, but we don't have data into that. We just created a relation between the two tables, relational, okay, foreign key and primary key. Okay, now we will try to join this. Now it's joining. So here we'll see select user dot name course dot name from user, inner join course, and okay. So we'll just go ahead and click on this. Yeah, there's no records here, so it doesn't make sense. But okay, so we did do here something, we did, but let's try to see this. Where is this designer? Okay. We are in this table. We don't want to go to this table. Tables here. Okay, go to designer. We just created an relationship. Remember, this is the one which we created in the previous class. But today, what we did was right now we created a relationship by adding this. So this is what the relationship. This we are lucky to have this. This is very important. This normally in corporate environment you don't have access for this, but this is very important actually when you're running your databases. Okay, because you want to know the relationship between the two tables. Why do we need many tables? Because since the data is separated in all over the place and you want to access the data from various sources. Okay, so that's the reason. So that's the reason we here right now we added relationship. So this is the remember the constraint fk underscore. So we added this foreign key actually to what? To the course. Okay. But there was no data there, so we didn't find any data. But actually it's supposed to be a join. I don't know why these people have done this one. So alright, so this is pretty much about this. Remember, this is we did add relation between two tables. Okay, this was the previous class. This is now right now we added foreign key. So okay, so that's pretty much about these joins. Not this much actually. There's more than this. Actually, you can do a lot more joins. If you see here, we have done only what, full outer join. Yeah, we have done only full outer join. I guess there is more on this in the next class. Yeah, there's more on this. So for this, we will end this class for this. Okay, and go ahead and review this. Try to understand this. What does it mean? The blue color means the records, and the white color means no records. Okay, that's what it means. And those are actually this Venn diagrams. Okay, go ahead and view this and try to understand this. You can write the SQL query not only this way. There's a lot more ways to do write a SQL query, but we'll continue in the next class. I hope you like this class. Thanks.